Hello and welcome to Trading 5 Talents. In this video, I want to go over the profit and loss results using the 1530 Ironfly iterations. So just as a quick review, each market day I'm entering an at-the-money Ironfly using SPY, and this is going to be a 10 strike wide Ironfly, and I'm entering every day at noon Eastern Time. I'm also using the Option Alpha platform to automate all of these trades for this testing. There's also a link down in the description if you want to try out Option Alpha to see if automated options trading is for you. So just a couple of weeks ago, I introduced my plan of optimizing my four main variations of the Ironfly strategy: the 1530, the 3030, the trailing stop, and the free range variation. Then what I wanted to do is to make 5 iterations of each of these variations and see which one performs the best. And then from there, I'll be able to create my final auto trading bot. So the subject of today's video is going to focus on the 1530 iterations. So with the 1530 iterations, the variable that I'm changing is the DTE, or the days till expiration. And all of these bots are going to be either exiting at 15% profit or 30% loss. So that's the 1530 in the name. So the first one was a 1 DTE, a 3 DTE, a 5 DTE, the 7 DTE, which was the original 1530 variation, and then also a 10 DTE. So I got 5 different DTE Ironflies that would be going simultaneously, and I'm just exiting at either one of these 2 points. If neither of these two targets are met, I would be exiting at 2 hours before expiration to avoid any type of assignment risk. So let's see how these performed. So down here at the bottom, I have a graph charting each of their, each iteration's progress. Going from left to right would be the number of trades, and then on the y-axis, the higher the line, the more profit that particular iteration is made. I'll show you the actual trade numbers in just a little bit, but this is just here for reference. So here's what I concluded with these with this testing for these 1530 iterations. Every single one of them were profitable. And as you can see down at the bottom, even the 1 DTE, which had the lowest amount of profit, this is $565 in profit. So a 1 DTE Ironfly on SPY every day and netted $565. I believe that one was 22 trades. So this was about a month. I believe it was the entire month of April and then a couple of trades that closed in May. That's what this testing period spans. So every single iteration was profitable, but by increasing the DTE, okay, so going from the blue all the way to the purple on the right, by increasing the DTE, I found a few things. Number one, there's an increased win rate. So if you look down at the 1 DTE, you could see those little donut charts, and that represents the win to loss ratio. So with a 1 DTE, it's a 69.6% win rate. 3 DTE, it was an 82.6% win rate. 5 DTE, 82.6% again. 7 DTE, 90.9% win rate. And on my 10 DTE, there was a 100% win rate. So every single one of those trades were profitable. They all reached their 15% profit target. So increasing the DTE increased the win rate as well. I also found that there was a decreased amount of risk as I increased the DTE. And the reason for this is because the further out in time you go, the higher the premiums I could sell these Ironflies for. So for example, the average premiums on each of these iterations are here as follows, and they're color coded to match the iteration that I'm using. So the 1 DTE in blue, the average premium was $310. All of these are 10 strike wides. That means it's $1,000 minus the premium. That's your risk. So it's going to have a $690 risk, 310 premium. The red 3 DTE had a $449 premium. The yellow 5 DTE, $503. The green 7 DTE, which again was the original strategy, $562 premium. And then finally, the purple 10 DTE had a $633 average premium for all of these trades. That means the max risk for these trades on average for the 10 DTE were $367. So you can see the risk was definitely reduced as I increased the DTE. So with all of that data, and again, it's only for a month. With all that data, I believe the 10 DTE is going to be the winner of this particular set of Ironfly iterations. So let's go over and take a look at the trades. So this is my Google Sheet that I made just for this testing period. And so again, the top is the same graph that I just showed you on those slides. And going from left to right, we have our DTEs, the blue, red, yellow, green, and purple. This iteration with the stars is the one that is the original Ironfly variation. So I have all of these trades that are listed here, and this is just the profit and loss for each trade. The win rates are listed as well, and we just went over those. So these two right here for the 1 DTE and the 3 DTE, the ones that are highlighted in yellow, I didn't have the settings on these two bots set properly. So it actually entered a 7 DTE trade on those days. So I had to, so I marked that there just so I know that was a mistake. But then I looked at what the profit would have been, at 1 DTE or 3 DTE, and I approximated it as best as I could. And you can see those are the profits right there. But as you could see here, once again, I'm kind of surprised at this. Every single one of these made a profit. Of all 20 iterations, every single one of them made a profit. But you could see the 10 DTE was just a much higher profit. I mean, right here, maybe about 3 weeks in, you're already surpassing all of the other iterations. And so the green, the red, and the yellow, they all pretty much track the same. So that's the 3, 5, and 7. There's not much difference in terms of profitability. Now, where you really see a stark difference is the 10 DTE versus the 3 DTE. So just adding more time to your trade, it just seems to work out a lot better. And in fact, this is only 20 trades that I had going on with a 10 DTE. And so what I wanted to do with an apples to apples comparison is just make sure that all of the trades had a similar amount of time. And so the trades that took the longest amount of time were actually my free range trades. So once those ended and I knew the results there, then I ended everything else. So that's why some have, this, for example, the 10 DTE has 20 trades, whereas the 1 DTE, where I'm just in and out, by the next day, it has 23 trades that had gone on. So even if I didn't have these two losers at the end of the 1 DTE, it still would have been just, a much less profitable strategy than the 10 DTE. So these bots, I do not have clonable yet because I didn't want to promote something or push something out that wasn't going to perform too well. So I'm not going to update any of the bots until I have my final bot. If you have any questions about the testing, about the Ironflies in general, about Option Alpha, about these particular iterations, then please leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it as quickly as possible. Until next time, trade wisely and take care.